Okay, we talked about LAN and other types of networks in previous two videos. But before we dive into different network devices and their purpose, we must first mention how are these devices identified on these networks. There are two main things that identify a device inside a network. We have MAC addresses and IP addresses. Now the main difference between these two is that MAC addresses are unique, while IP addresses are not always unique for every device. Now, since we will talk about IP addresses later in the course, let us now shift our focus just on talking about MAC addresses. So, what are MAC addresses? A MAC, or Media Access Control Address, also known as hardware address or physical address, is a unique identifier assigned to a network interface controller or network adapter in a computer or networking device. Now, MAC addresses are used at the data link layer or layer 2 of the OSI model to identify devices within a local network such as an Ethernet or Wi-Fi network. Some of the key characteristics of MAC address is, as we mentioned, uniqueness. Each MAC address in the world should be globally unique. This uniqueness is ensured by Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, which allocates specific blocks of MAC addresses to different manufacturers. Another characteristic of MAC address is that it is non-changing. While it is possible to change or spoof a MAC address, it is typically a permanent, factory-assigned identifier. MAC addresses are designed to remain constant for the life of the network interface. They are also fixed format, and this means that MAC addresses are typically represented as a series of 6 pairs of hexadecimal digits separated by colons or hyphens. The first 3 pairs often indicate the manufacturer's identifier, while the last 3 pairs are the device's unique identifier. Now, to understand this, here is an example of how a MAC address looks like. The first 6 digits of the MAC address, as we mentioned, identify the manufacturer, while the rightmost 6 digits represent the unique identifier assigned by the manufacturer to the specific network interface card or device. This identifier is unique among the devices produced by that manufacturer and is often referred to as the device ID. Alright, these would be the basic things that you should know about MAC addresses. Later in the course, we will see commands that allow us to find out our MAC address on our device, but for now, let us move on to the next lecture where we will talk about important network device or network components.